Good evening, barflies and lounge lizards, and welcome to Glow in the Dark Cinema. And tonight we'll be discussing Destination Inner Space from 1966. Directed by Francis D. Lyon and released by United Pictures Corporation, Destination Inner Space is an underwater sci-fi film and in many ways a precursor to things to come, both space and ocean-based sci-fi. And it tells the story of a state-of-the-art sea lab. When a mysterious unidentified object is seen circling the lab, a U.S. Navy commander is sent to investigate. Soon it is discovered that the unidentified object is actually an alien vessel. A team is sent over from the sea lab to investigate and find that the object is in fact devoid of intelligent life, much like this show. But what they do find is an unknown cylinder. So of course they take it back to the sea lab with them, and as any good alien cylinders want to do, it releases a Gillman-esque creature that begins rampaging through the lab. Director Francis D. Lyon, a TV and film director as well as film editor, didn't do much in the world of sci-fi, really just this film. But he did direct some westerns, film noir, and probably most notably Cult of the Cobra from 1955. As an editor, on the other hand, he worked on Things to Come and Red Planet Mars. The film stars Scott Brady as our Navy man. Brady was a film and TV actor that was primarily known for his work in westerns, but he did do some sci-fi pictures as well, including Journey to the Center of Time, The Mighty Gorga, and his final film, Gremlins. And since I dig biker films, I wanted to mention his appearance in Satan's Sadist and The Cycle Savages. Next we have Mike Road as our co-lead. Road was primarily a TV actor with appearances on Gunsmoke, Bewitched, and I Dream of Jeannie, but he's most famous, and rightfully so, as a voice actor, having voiced Mr. Fantastic on the new Fantastic Four, Matthew Mills on Sealab 2020.
I mean, it's like a koala bear crapped a rainbow in my brain.
And most famously, Race Bannon on Johnny Quest. Then we have the exceptional Wendy Wagner. Wagner was an actress probably best known for her role as Lenore on The Green Hornet, and her film roles in Rosemary's Baby and Guns and the Magnificent Seven. She was also friends with Sharon Tate, and at one point the two were roommates. And finally, I wanted to highlight the great James Hong, who plays the cook at the Sea Lab. Don't worry, I won't do the joke again. Hong is an actor, producer, and director responsible for so many great roles it would take an hour to mention them all. But some include Blade Runner, Big Trouble in Little China, and Wayne's World 2. And though a small part in Destination Inner Space, it's James Hong. Do you really need any other reason to watch this one? I could probably just stop the retrospective right here. Destination Inner Space is an absolute treat for lovers of suitmation, featuring a fantastic undersea monster. Large and lumbering, he certainly stands out in the Black Lagoon school of monster making. And though big and bulky, the suit actor still manages to swim quite well. As to who was responsible for the suit, it's a bit tough to say. The credits have a Richard Casarino credited with the amphibian creature. Whether he designed it or built it, or did both, your guess is probably better than mine. Now, the Sea Lab miniature in the film looks a bit like a toy playset from the 1960s. An awesome toy playset from the 1960s, but a toy playset nonetheless. It's rather charming though, adding a bit of fun to a fairly serious film. Destination Inner Space was shot back-to-back with Castle of Evil, another United Picture Corporation film in just 14 days, and it was written by Arthur C. Pierce. Pierce was a director and screenwriter who did quite a bit of sci-fi. He wrote The Cosmic Man, Dimension 5, and Beyond the Time Barrier. And as a director, he directed The Navy vs. the Night Monsters, The Astral Factor, and Mutiny in Outer Space. Destination Inner Space was released in May of 1966 on a double bill with Frozen Alive from 1964. The TV broadcasting rights were pre-sold to help finance the film itself. Now, the amphibian creature from the film would go on to be immortalized, especially to us 80s kids, in a really unique way. In the early 1980s, possibly the late 70s, a company known as Diner Industries released a small line of alien creatures in both rubber and eraser versions. These colorful little guys, known as the Diner Space Creatures, were based on classic sci-fi, some loosely based, some a direct interpretation. But said toy line included the winged amphibian, which was clearly based on the creature from Destination Inner Space. I had this guy as a lad and it was one of my absolute favorites. The score for the film was composed by accomplished score writer Paul Dunlap. Dunlap did numerous scores over many genres, but a few of note include The Angry Red Planet, I Was a Teenage Werewolf, I Was a Teenage Frankenstein, and the kinda sorta crossover film How to Make a Monster. Destination Inner Space has been released on DVD, and that appears to be it. I did run across a VHS cover, but it looks a little bootleggy if you ask me. Your buddy R. Sterling coming to you live from the future. Turns out Destination Inner Space is getting a Blu-ray release on the Sci-Fi Chillers collection, which also features The Unknown Terror and The Colossus of New York. We now return you to your regularly scheduled nonsense. And I give this one 3 atomic popcorns out of 5. This is a neat little movie with an interesting premise and a great looking creature. So if you dig undersea creatures, this is a good one to check out. And that's all the time we have for this week. Please like, comment, subscribe, watch the skies, and stay atomic.
Ideal launches the Boaterific Sharkback, racing boats that change course by themselves, because they're equipped with computer pilot systems. Plug in a pilot disc, and your shark will steer the course you want automatically. You get 4 different pilot discs for 4 different maneuvers. Cruise them. Race them. They're a wild breed. The Boaterific Sharkback. They're ideal.
Hey, kids! Do you know what's inside specially marked boxes of tricks? Free old-time model airplane kits. You get a Mustang, or a Stuka, or a Zero. Easy to put together and...
Silly rabbit. Free model airplane kits, like tricks, are for kids.
And sometimes for tricky rabbits.
There are lemons and there are limes, but there's no such thing as a lemon lime.
Look at this can. Gillette foamy with lemon lime.
I don't care what it says, there's no such thing.
Look, see, a lemon lime.
It's just a picture, there's no such thing.
All right, smell it. Gillette foamy with lemon lime isn't sweet like plain lime. The lemon keeps it tangy.
For the last time, there is no such thing as a lemon lime.
Aha! Huh? Huh?